Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday night. Hopefully, everyone's enjoying the long holiday weekend, or hopefully, a long holiday weekend. Guess I shouldn't assume that, right? But hope it's going well so far. Obviously, today's game did not turn out the way I wanted, but Michigan deserved to win it. Ohio State could not stop the run at the end. I mean, I was sitting there watching the game when Ohio State was driving when they scored the touchdown to get within three, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, "You guys got to move faster." Michigan is, I mean, there were not very many possessions in the second half for either team. Like both teams had the ball, they just ground clock down. But hats off, Michigan played the better game. They controlled the clock when they had to. So I'm still not sure. I'm not complaining about the officiating. I don't think that impacted the game. I'm not going there. I do that touchdown though that he caught sort of that Burke came away with. That was weird, man. I'm still not sure how I feel about that whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. That was early in the game, but that was weird play. But for the most part, the refs let him play, so I'm all for that. Yeah, McCord, man, is like McCord started so slow though, man. I think that pick six early really shook him. I mean, it was a terrible throw. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I mean, that was terrible throw. But I think that shook him for a while, and I think Day got real conservative because of it. Because when they started to open up in the second half, they looked a lot better. It was. I mean, momentum shifts though, because obviously Michigan up early, and then I thought Ohio State definitely shifted it before halftime, even missing the field goal though. It just felt like it was going their way. But give Michigan credit. Whenever Ohio State tied it, Michigan came right back and went down the field and scored again. I mean, it was a good game. It was a good game. I tell you what, man, that game next Saturday night is going to be ugly, man. Iowa is ridiculous. You guys saw the end of that game yesterday. That was nuts, man. Multiple turnovers right at the end of the game. Iowa finds a little offense to kick a field goal. What they say, the guy that kicked the field goal, I don't know if the regular kicker was hurt or something, but he had never attempted a field goal in a college game. He goes out there and nails the game winner. Like, crazy. But their defense is insane. So if Michigan doesn't watch out, man, they'll end up in a dogfight where they're one mistake away from losing it. But that's all right. We'll see. Like I said, it was a good game. Disappointed in the outcome, but it was a good game to watch. So I'll take it. Definitely a lot better than last year. That's for sure. I don't think anybody has to hang their head after this one. So ready for tomorrow? Mini flash. Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, of course. NFL Sunday. Brownies got a late game. See if the rookie looks any better. I suspect he'll look a little better, a little more time, more reps, more practice, but we'll see. All right. I want to tell you what, everybody. Let's go ahead and get this started. Everybody here knows the deal. Take the list from Facebook, top to bottom, add numbers, take teams that were not chosen 5 times in random.org, match the lists up. So, list from Facebook. Spot 1, Chris Miller, Miami. 2 is Dan Gerber on Denver. Joey Gav is 3 and 4, took Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh. David Litton's 5 and 6, Dallas and Houston. Mark the Shark grabbed Philly at 7. David Litton came back at 8 and grabbed Kansas City. RJ Lyman, Buffalo at 9. Then Chris Bellamy, the Colts at 10. And then RJ again on San Francisco at 11. Ryan Pats grabbed his Packers at 12. You got Bob Messer at 13, 14, Cincinnati and Jacksonville. RJ came back, grabbed Minnesota at 15, and then David closed us out with Detroit Lions at spot 16. All right. Let's get the laptop here. Take a look at the teams that were not chosen. Unfortunately, that was really the only game today that I was excited to watch. Although Alabama Auburn's getting real interesting. Auburn just scored, take a 1 point lead. But just looking down the scoreboard today, it was like, man, that's really the only game that looked like it was, But this will be interesting here. All right. So the teams that were not chosen, we've got Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago, Cleveland, the Chargers, the Rams, the Raiders, New England, New Orleans, the Giants, the Jets, Seattle, Tennessee, and Washington. I'll tell you what, though, there's better be some better games tomorrow than what we've gotten so far. All 3 games on Thanksgiving were bombs. Friday's game was a bust. All right, 5 times. Good luck, everyone. Baltimore Chargers could be a good Sunday night game tomorrow night. All right, after 1, you got Carolina at 1 and New Orleans at 16. After 2, you get Tennessee at 1 and Seattle at 16. Got New Orleans at 1 and New England at 16. I think, is it Buffalo and Philly that play tomorrow at 4 o'clock, too? That's a good game, too. All right, 4. Got Washington up top and Atlanta at 16, 5th and final time. Good luck, everyone. All right, so there we go. Chris Miller, you get the New York Giants at spot 1. Mr. Gerber, you get the Chargers. Speaking of, Joey Gav, Washington and Baltimore at 3 and 4. David Litton, 5 and 6, so Tennessee and New Orleans. Mark the Shark at 7, Seattle. David at 8, there's them Brownies. RJ at 9, the Rams. Chris Bellamy, 10, you get the Raiders. RJ again at 11 is New England. And then the Bears go to Ryan to go with his Packers. That's funny. 13 and 14, Arizona and Atlanta. That's Bob Messer. There you go, Random Herbie. RJ, you get the Jets at 15. And then Carolina goes to David at spot 16 to close this out. All right, all right. Get that out of here. All right, this thing is telling me if I don't update it, it's going to stop working. Like, fine, update. Jeez. It's just about the only thing I use this computer for right now, so it gets open once or twice a week. All right, so let's hit that list one more time. Chris Miller, Miami and the Giants. Stan Gerber, Denver and the Chargers. Joey Gav, Tampa Bay, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. David Litton, Dallas, Tennessee, Houston, and New Orleans. Mark the Shark, Philadelphia and Seattle. David Litton, Kansas City and Cleveland. RJ Lyman, Buffalo and the Rams. Chris Bellamy, Indianapolis and the Raiders. RJ, San Francisco and New England. Ryan Patz, Green Bay and Chicago. Bob Messer, Cincinnati, Arizona, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. RJ again, Minnesota and the Jets. And then David Litton, Detroit and Carolina. Bills Mafia. There's RJ. All right, everybody. Gold Rush Series 4 just released last week, so it's working our way into the case. This is their base series, so odds are it will be a replica, which I can tell you by the weight. It's a replica. It's not an authentic. So still got a couple more of these, a couple more of those overloaded, and some mini helmets. So we will keep coming here. Roll right into the holiday season. All right. Good luck, everyone. Yep. Replica. It doesn't even say speed. What we got? Oh, man. It's been a minute since we pulled this team. It really has. This is one of the chosen teams. Let's see. Things turned a little. There we go. Helmet was. Says it's a deluxe replica. Okay. Well, it's all about the name, anyways. Nice. Very nice. I like it. All right. So here we go. That's right. You can tell that one right off the bat. That is in Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals, and that is Bob Messer. He grabbed them at spot 13. So that goes out to Bob. You can see it is a replica. You can see it's a little bit different. All right, there's your Beckett cert, QR code. Yep, that looks about right for his normal signature. That is Chad Ochocinco. That is Chad Johnson. So cool. Let me turn off this light. I forgot. A little less of a glare here, maybe. That is Chad Johnson, Mr. Ochocinco himself. Obviously, I'm a Browns fan, but I always like Chad Johnson. I mean, he's just a funny guy. Thinks a lot of himself, but that's all right. It was pretty dang good. So congrats, Bob. That is a cool hit. So that's just one of those like classic Chad Johnson. That's never going to go out of style. He's not going to get that gold jacket he wanted. I'll never forget that game when he had the NFL Hall of Fame jacket that he was wearing on the sideline against the Browns. He was character, man. He was a character. All right, congrats, Bob. Nice hit on the Chad Ocho Cinco. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. So, we've got one more day to this holiday weekend, and it is NFL day, so that's always a good thing. But everybody keep an eye on the page. Like I said, we've got overloaded, more of these mini helmets, so we'll get something else cooking. Otherwise, everybody enjoy your Saturday night, and hope to see you all soon.